Hey guys, this is John here in Los Angeles with the Alpha Channel update for Sunday, September 8th, 2024. Today we have Descender number 9. This is the cover. Telsa, whose name is not Tesla. This is Dustin Nguyen and Jeff Lemire. And I've been pretty harsh on this comic. I feel like, you know what, and I think this is a legitimate gripe, and you comic book industry professionals, if you hear this, disagree with me. It feels like comics get approved and then are immediately behind the deadline. And everything is constantly being rushed and hurried and not given enough time. Because, let's face it, if you don't keep the artists hungry, they won't produce on time. So you can't afford to pay them too much. Basically what's happening here is they are in transit. These two are having a conversation about what they're going to do. And they're not in a position to do anything, ironically. Meanwhile, Tim 21 and Tim 22 are having conversations about shouldn't they make each other look different? And basically, Tim 22 is telling Tim 21 what it's like working with the robots, and he's asking Tim 21 what it was like being Andy's little brother. And they come to the conclusion that one of them should change their hair color so that people can better tell them apart. Again, so this is like, look, this is a lot of pages. You couldn't find this in an early Image comic. Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee, they would have never had this many pages without some sort of action. And this is good notes for me because I'm writing a lot of nonsense like this. I'm writing a lot of non-action, sort of high-tension stuff that's not really positive. It's not that it's negative. It's not that it's not positive. It's just sometimes it doesn't move the story along. Sometimes dramatic dialogue isn't enough in a comic. And here you have the Niche, who have just had their king executed by Tim 22. He did it with like a Iron Man power beam in his hand. I don't know why you would give a child's companion a plasma rifle in the palm of their hand. But Andy is there. He's this redheaded kid down in the corner. And they're witnessing the coronation of a new Niche king. And this new Niche king has just declared war on all robots because their king was just executed by a robot. And the robot gang is called the Hardwire, not the Highwire. I'd call them the Hardwire, and that's not right. This, however, this is not the coronation. This is Driller and Telsa's companion and Bandit in the gladiator pits, and they're apparently kicking ass. Driller is killing it. Check this scene out. He's got a saw on a sling that he can swing around. And Andy comes and finds them and meets Bandit and talks to Driller. And they're going to continue their search for Tim. These pages, I really do feel like I'm doing Dustin Nguyen a disservice and just flipping through them too fast for you guys. It would be great to get animation on this level. I watched a little bit of the new Terminator series. There was something else I was watching today. I turned on Gunsmith Cats for a little while. The Shelby Cobra, they have at the beginning of that cartoon. So here they are making more deals. And apparently Blogger has forgotten that he has a tracker on Tim because Andy has said Bandit is paired with Tim and Bandit can track him too. So maybe Andy is angling for a way to push Blogger out. I am glad they brought back at least one of the characters from the first Scrapper crew. I think if they had kept the first Scrapper crew, at least half of them, if they'd only wounded them and maybe damaged their ship and not killed all of them but one, you could have kept the tension up throughout this story. And then all these people would have incredibly different relationships with each other, because you would have given them opportunities for Dr. Kwan to rescue people, for Telsa to rescue people. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I believe comics and a certain strain of action, TV, movies, and stories are really rescue porn. Like, you have gun porn, and you have car porn, and you have all this other stuff. Well, those are rescue porn. That's like the movie Predator. We're a rescue team, not assassins. That's what people want to watch. That's what people tune in for. Extraction with Chris Hemsworth, rescue porn. It's exactly what it is. He's got to get the little kid out. Pretty much all the X-Men movies. I just watched a Popcorn in Bed review of Logan, and of course, rescue porn. And Logan is acting against his better nature when he refuses to rescue Daphne Keane, Laura. So not much happens. They get taken to they're having a conversation about where they're going. Do you want to watch? They are arriving at the robot homeworld of the Hardwire, which is kind of cool. It's like Cybertron. And here's the ad for the next one. Whoa, sorry. And I like what Image is doing where they're putting ads for additional comics in the back. This is like just a little Funko Pop of these characters. But this comic doesn't look necessarily interesting, but I get what is it, Powerpuff Girls style. It's called Circuit Breaker. And that, folks, is Descender number 9. So today for the Yggdrasil deck, we have, I looked at this and I don't remember it, Fjorna for Temperance. And I do like these cards. I like the Norse version of the virtues. I've taken the virtues, the virtues that can double as female names, and I've made them as Odin's Valkyrie. And basically I'm using 13 of them in our comic book series. They get sent throughout the history of time, to collect the best heroes to come and fight this new sort of Secret Wars, Apocalypse, Ragnarok. And that, having a good time with it. My friend's drawn, so, we're making a lot of progress. In terms of everything else, I really don't have anything to say. It's been a lazy weekend for me. I've been getting my recording studio. Been trying to put that back together and record audiobooks, I think. I did it for like a year in 2019, and then I had to change careers a little bit and get a job that didn't really afford me the time to do it anymore. And now I'm in a position where I can work on that again. I have a little bit more time, so that would be fun. I'm thinking about doing, that's going to be fun. So, yeah. Anyhow, hope you guys are well, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.